Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for joining us this afternoon for what will be, I hope, a somewhat educational experience. There is a 300-plus year tradition of new music to come from the state of Pennsylvania, and I hope that after this experience today that you have a slightly better appreciation for just what a musical place this is that we call home, many of us. I've had lots of individual experiences with many of these pieces or these composers, them individually. So the idea of this concert for me has been brewing for years at this point. Having taken the artistic director position this year with Conchord Chamber Singers, it provided me the opportunity to glue all of these pieces together, and I hope that it makes sense. Enjoy, please keep cell phone buzzers turned off, all of those things, and do enjoy music from Penn's Woods.
Between 1681 and 1683, William Penn established the colony of Pennsylvania. He sought to put into practice all of his Quaker ideas, calling it his holy experiment, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania literally means Penn's Woods, which would become some of the most fertile ground for cultural development in the New World.
The province of Pennsylvania, dated March 4th, 1681. I, Charles II, by the grace of God, King of England, Scotland, France, and Ireland, defender of the faith, to all whom these presents shall come, greets thee. Whereas our trusted and well-beloved subject William Penn, Esquire, we do give and grant unto the said William Penn, his heirs and assignees, all that designated tract of land in America. Know ye therefore that we, reposing special trust and confidence in the fidelity, wisdom, justice, and provident circumspection of the said William Penn, do grant free and full power by the virtues to him for the good and happy government of the said country.
Pennsylvania became a place of arrival and hope for countless emigrants. Among these, German mystic Conrad Weissel arrived in 1720 to the new Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. By 1732, Weissel had established a semi-monastic Baptist community with a convent and monastery at Ephrata in what is now Lancaster County. Weissel served as the community's composer as well as its spiritual leader. Of music composition intended to simplify the process by relying on predetermined sequences to create harmony. It will be remembered that this music, with its peculiar system of harmony, was a native Pennsylvania product. the earliest and most originally distinctive system of music to evolve in the Western world at that time. Historic accounts by visitors to the Ephrata community all bear witness to the peculiar sweetness and strange beauty of the music of the Ephrata cloister.
Instruments came to America with the Moravians by the early 1740s. These instruments were played not by professionals, but by accomplished amateurs. Visitors to the Moravian communities were consistently high in their praise of the Moravians, a most musical people. Johann Friedrich Peter received education in Holland and Germany prior to arriving in the New World with his brother Simon in 1770. Peter appears to have begun composing very shortly after his arrival, having served the Pennsylvania Moravians in Nazareth, Bethlehem, and Lidditz prior to being sent to Salem, North Carolina in 1780. He later served Moravians in Grayson, Maryland, and Hope, New Jersey, before returning to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Johann Peter's many works have earned him the reputation of being the most gifted of Moravian composers in America.
Born in Lawrenceville, Pennsylvania, on July 4th, 1826, Stephen Foster was raised in a politically and socially prominent Pittsburgh family. A melodic genius who employed tender, sympathetic lyrics and infectious rhythm, Stephen Foster is often credited as the father of American music. A composer widely regarded as one of the first who made professional secular songwriting profitable, Foster's songs were the first genuinely American in theme, characterizing a love of home, the American temperament, river life and work, politics, battlefields, slavery, and the plantations of the Deep South. Having penned nearly 300 songs during his career, Foster found early success with familiar titles such as Old Folks at Home and O Susanna. With the outbreak of the Civil War, a new market for music celebrating the splendor of military service emerged. Foster, however, made his musical contribution to the war effort with songs expressing homesickness and love of family and friends. Unfortunately, these songs did not achieve the singular success he found in the previous decade. Hard Times Come Again No More was released 7 years before the Civil War, gaining great popularity with both sides during the conflict as an expression of hope while enduring great hardship. Sadly, Foster died on January 13, 1864, at the age of 37, with only 38 cents to his name.
write what I feel. Samuel Barber's music, masterfully crafted and built on romantic structures and sensibilities, is at once lyrical, rhythmically complex, and harmonically rich. Born March 9th, 1910 in Westchester, Pennsylvania, Barber wrote his first piece at age 7 and attempted his first opera at age 10. At the age of 14, he entered the Curtis Institute, where he studied voice, piano, and composition. It was during this time at Curtis that Barber also developed a rich baritone voice, which can be heard on a landmark 1931 recording of his own Dover Beach. Yet it was as a composer that Barber felt his destiny lie. Following a series of blazing successes throughout the 1930s through the 1960s, Barber found himself gradually sublined by the avant-garde. A fiercely independent person, Barber did not court popularity. With audiences clamoring for novelty, all he could do was offer them honesty. As he revealed in a 1971 interview, "When I write a piano sonata or a concerto, a piece for choir or an opera, I write what I feel. I believe this takes a certain courage."
the craft of culture. We believe that the best way to create and strengthen shared culture is by attending to each of its integral parts. Strengthen these parts, and you strengthen not only the culture, but also the people that live within it. Articulate an ideal. Rejoice in the vision. Rejoice in the striving. Rejoice in being together. These are the words of Benedict and Talia Sheehan. This profound artistic statement stands as the core vision of their musical and cultural engine, the Artifact Institute. Two-time Grammy nominee and American Prize winner Benedict Sheehan is the artistic director and founder of the Artifact Ensemble, the Grammy-nominated St. Tikhon Choir, and artist in residence at St. Tikhon's Russian Orthodox Monastery in Waymart, Pennsylvania, northeast of Scranton. Since childhood, Sheehan has struggled with a pronounced and sometimes debilitating stutter. In recent years, he has become an increasingly passionate advocate for people in the arts with disabilities and speech differences, and his projects and ensembles have become known within the choral community as welcoming, inclusive, and life-affirming spaces for musicians and audiences alike.
when history touches the present. Dr. Rollo Dilworth is one of the most profound voices advancing the academic pursuit of African American spirit and culture in 21st century choral music. He serves as Associate Professor of Choral Music Education at Temple University's Boyer College of Music in Philadelphia. A frequent presenter at local, state, regional, and national conferences, Rollo Dilworth has conducted more than 40 all-state choirs, along with numerous regional and national honor choirs. His international festival and clinic invitations include venues in China, Singapore, Canada, Singapore, Austria, and France. More than 150 of Dr. Dilworth's choral compositions and arrangements have been published to date. Contemporary African American choral professionals such as Dr. Dilworth, along with his contemporaries, Anton Armstrong and Andre Thomas, employ the art of music to ask difficult questions. In the words of Anton Armstrong, are we willing to face our past to the point of seeing, loving, grieving, and hoping with our brothers and sisters until our eyes are opened to the injustices the oppressed still feel today? Might we have the chance to build trust?
do not go gentle into that good night. Every piece that we've heard this afternoon not only has a definitive starting point, a date and time where it came to be, but also a place, a point of origin, right here, Pennsylvania. Not a New York studio, not a Chicago jazz club, not a European concert hall, right here from Penn's woods. These works are a part of the tapestry that make our state's arts legacy one of the most unique and vibrant in the country. The second half of our show is a singular work, an American Requiem. It was commissioned by the Chamber Orchestra of Pittsburgh to commemorate the 15th anniversary of the events of September 11th, 2001. The composer of this work, Chris Massa, is a friend of mine and a colleague from my Westchester University days. I had the pleasure of conducting this piece for its third performance back in 2017, and since then it's received around a dozen performances all over the country. Chris and his family have, for the past 15 years or so, called Pittsburgh their home. But I'm happy to report just this past week, Chris publicly announced that he's been accepted into the PhD program in composition at Durham University. So he and his wife and young son are picking up and moving to England for the next 3 years. Finally, I'd like to encourage everyone to listen to this piece with open ears. It is truly unique work. It's not a formal requiem mass in the classical sense. Rather, it's an extended work with a texture meant to create a landscape of sound illuminating the texts. The texts were chosen in concert between the commissioning body as well as Chris. It's meant to be an auditory catalyst for healing through sound and word. Many, many thanks again to everybody who's contributed to today's production, the singers, the board of directors. We at Concord Chamber Singers all hope to see you again at a future concert. Thank you and enjoy.
Amen.